Meet Prasad, a 38-year-old farmer from Hirapur in Maharashtra. His family has been onion farmers for many generations. He sells his onions at the Lasalgaon market, which is 11 kilometers away from his village. After a good harvesting season, he's looking forward to having a good remuneration too. He sells his onion to Harish, who is a local vendor, and upon checking Prasad's yield, Harish hands him the money. Prasad is disappointed on the payment received and asks Harish, why is he being paid so little? Harish informs him that his current produce is not up to the mark and there are some bad onions in his stock.
How should I prepare for a good onion harvest season?
Before sowing onions, the soil should be prepared in order to get a loose soil structure. Onions should be sowed using minimum tillage by sowing them directly into the soil not tilled since the harvest of the previous crop. Proper care should be taken while selecting the right seedlings. Over and underaged seedlings should be avoided. Right manure should be used to make the soil fertile, which in turn yields a better crop. After the seeds are sown, they need frequent light irrigation to maintain optimum soil moisture for proper growth and bulb development. Excess irrigation is also harmful to the crop.
But my harvest this year was very good. How can it result in this current state?
When it is time for harvesting, the onions should be given proper time to mature and not being harvested too early. Once the onions are ready, they should be removed from the soil using a fork and a hoe and then be pulled out of the soil using hands. The onions should always be carefully pulled out to prevent bruising. Once the onions are harvested, they should be cured, which means drying the outer skin fully. This hardens bulb onion outer scales, reduces skin cracks and makes the neck narrow, thus reducing pathogenic decay. For curing, the onions should be left to dry someplace under cover. They can be placed either on racks or on newspapers. A gap between the onions should be maintained so that there is enough air circulation, which will take away the moisture. Reducing moisture content of onions at an early stage after harvest prevent the crop from decaying and rotting significantly. Bulb onions are cured either between 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius for 9 days. Then, the bulbs' necks are narrowed and the crops are stabilized. The second phase of drying usually takes 6 weeks at 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius temperature and relatively humidity between 55% to 65%. And they are ready when their outer skin becomes papery and the roots become wiry and dry. After this, the roots should be cut off and any excess skin should be removed, including the neck. They should then be sent for long-term storage.
How should we store our onions to deliver them safely to the buyer?
Storage is very crucial, and the onions should be stored in a well-ventilated place with a lot of aeration and sunlight at room temperature. Onion bulbs should be packed in mesh bags, plastic crates or net bags and stocked in vertical columns. For longer storage, using cold storage of onions at around 8 degrees Celsius can extend the shelf life. Once ready to be taken to the market, one should ensure that they are transported properly. No other items should be put on top of them. They should be neatly arranged. If you follow these simple steps, you can be assured of better yield and price next time. Prasad expresses his gratitude towards Harish and pledges to abide by his guidance after realizing the value of post-harvest management and why it is so essential to the farming sector's success.